Alright, welcome back. So we're doing something a little bit different today. We're going back and we're looking for the little bit of collectibles we've missed out on, including any enhancements and things like that. So it's going to be a voiceover episode, so it's a bit different. You know why? So we've got 6 out of 10 of the Absol armor. We've got a mouse in the way as well. I'm just going to reopen that. Mouse is still in the way again, that's pretty cool. So yeah, we've got 3 more normal enchantments to get. I think we have 4 more of the actual legendary ones. And then we've got a handful of the collectible artifacts left to get. So without further ado, let's get going. So the first one is actually back in the Black Throne, so I actually had to walk back through the portal, which wasn't the best thing to have to do straight away. But the first bit I wanted to bring your attention to was just this puzzle room is the most tedious puzzle room in any video game, and I want you to watch my struggle with it. So I hit this switch thinking I'm all smart, and then realised that I can't get across, so I died to fell to my death, which I thought was pretty funny. And then I thought this was a really good move, and then I ended up locking myself out. So once again, this puzzle room had my pants down again. So I was like, if I hit this, I can jump through this gap, which I did. I'm pretty sure I made it over this time. There we go. And then yeah, I locked myself out again. So I did it one more time, but I missed that. So I swing across. We've got into this area. And there's just one more thing we need to activate to be able to get to the next bit of the level. And we got across. So we hit this bad boy. I'm starting to get confused with all the different things we have in this area. So like the shuriken and that kind of stuff. So if you find out here, I tried to swing, just started loading up the shuriken. I mean, I forgot what it's called now. The blade, summit blade, I can't remember. But yeah, we made it across the second attempt, and we opened this big door. And once we're through the door, we decided to just place down some portals to start making our way up. We got up there at the end, so this is right at the very top, just before you bridge the gap. There's a little portal to the left-hand side. We want to put one in there, and then when we jump back down, we can go across and get a pretty useful for this playthrough, well, this replay, I guess, through backtracking through. It's the reason why it's the first one we picked up. It's a legendary enchantment, and it's Fury's something or other. Let's find out what it's called. Fury's Embrace, and that lets us see things on the map. So I didn't really need to look around very much to find things, because everything shows up on the map now. So then we teleport back to Israel. He just keeps telling us to redirect the beams, so we give him a good look of disdain, and we do a little bit of walking away in a moment, because he just keeps saying the same old shit. My man needs to learn how to start a conversation. And here he says it one more time. There we go, the beams, the beams, redirect the beams. My man to learn how to say please. So we make our way back to the beginning of the Black Throne, and now we're back in the Scalding Gallows, to just start our way looking around. So I don't show everything I pick up, just more of the more important things, but I wanted to just show off, you know, Ruin having a nice run through the abandoned city, destroyed city, whatever you want to call it, and we make our way over to Valley G to do a teleportation. So the key places we want to be going are the dry roads. I believe there's something pretty cool there. We also want to be going to the choking grounds. Of course, we'll be going to Twilight Cathedral just to get something around the outside of it, but the first place we're going is the Ashlands. The Ashlands, there's not a lot to pick up here. We did do a pretty good job of getting everything in our way through the first time, but without the chain, there's a few things we just want to pick up, a bit of cleaning up we need to do. So I saw a chest on the map over here and just decided to try and find a way up this little area, and what to my surprise, I found a little gust of wind, magic wind, that I ride up. Up here we climb this little wall to the side of us, and up here we just find a little artifact chilling. Spoiler alert, I think it's a normal artifact to my knowledge, well, my best of recollection, yeah, just a normal artifact, that's decent. And then we have another little stroll through the desert. We jump down here, get our little wings out, showing them off a bit there, war, and then we swing across. We've got it encrypted this time, no more mistakes. I did this twice. The first time I didn't know where to go, then I found that. Took me a second, but now I knew where it was. And up here we get the 7th out of 10 of the Absol armor, if I recall. There it is. Happy that I remembered that. This was a few days ago when I did this. I was going to cut here, but I decided that we were just going to jump down anyway, so I might as well keep it in. Down here, what we want to do is we want to climb up one of the other drill towers to get... Yeah, Ruin gives us a bit of an hard time. That ledge seemed to give him an hard time, so I decided to jump over to this area so we can swing across. This is on top of one of the drilling towers that we deactivated. We want to deactivate this one as well. It will slowly start lifting from the tunnel in the earth. Of course, War wants to jump through many tunnels, this one not being the one, but Uriel's being a bit timid, so he's going to have to make use of this one. I'm surprised I didn't actually show myself climbing up here, because I was using the grapple hook to latch onto the walls, and I felt pretty proud of myself. I did it quite quickly, but I guess didn't want you guys to think I was better than I want you to think. But here we have the champion overlord artifact, sorry. So that's the big one. That's in the middle of the artifact selection screen, which is pretty nice. I think we get a raft core for that when we trade it to Village E, which is decent. So over here, I remember seeing a grapple hook point in this area leading to a chest. So I was really hopeful to get another piece of the Absol armor. But then learning about the legendary artifacts being in these kind of chests too. Not artifacts, sorry. Enchantments. So these guys are going to be hard to kill. So we do the best thing to do is just kind of ignore and walk past them. We get Strife's Offering, which increases damage done with projectile weapons. This guy really wants a piece of War's ass, but luckily they can't jump down. So we do a good little turnaround, and this guy just floats in the air for a moment, which I thought was quite fun to see. We give him a few pot shots, really start to piss them off, just to let them know, you know, we've got the best of them, you know, and they're a bunch of mugs. So we just shoot them a bit, then we back off, and we return to just having a look around, trying to find some more shit. So another part of, well, we just left the tunnel in the Ashlands and we found a chest. So we open that chest to get some more souls. We then summon Ruin and get stuck in a very precarious spot. I don't know quite how this would have happened with the pathing. So just like what you do if your tire gets stuck in mud, we just try to get the dirt out from underneath Ruin, but it doesn't really help. So we decided to dismount and then get back on to give the horse a bit of an easier time. Over here we give this guy a whack just to prove that we are the superior horse rider, and then we go back over the soul bridge towards the Iron Canopy. We haven't been here since we defeated the Spider Woman. We give this guy a little whack because he thinks that he's a better horse rider than we do, and we left him in the dirt. We just do a little bit of hooking over here, and then there's a nice door there made of webs that we go through. In this area there's it made me laugh just looking at War's not desperation, but his face when he's gone in this hook. He just looks so depressed, like, why am I just on a hook? I'm a Nephilim, and I'm just riding this up. Why can't I fly? I just thought that was funny. I like the desperation. The despair is a better word. We find a chest here that we can't open, which kind of pisses me off a little bit because it's closed. So I whack it a few times, get some souls from the environment, and I'm like, that drop's a good one. We find the champion artifact there. We find two chests up here, but I fucked up. We had loads of little spiders attacking us, so we give them a whack. Then we went up here, got a Horse Seeker chest, a soul chest, and I double backed for the health chest because I realised my health was pretty shit, if I'm honest with you. Look, oh, there we go. Changed my mind. I'm like, I don't do that. Actually, I do that. So we jumped down. This bit, I'm surprised that I missed it. So we jumped over here. We jumped over here, and then we got the chest. There we go. So that's a raft core chest. Like I said, I won't be showing all the core chests we get, or the shards, I guess. We jumped back down here to where we bothered the brood mother. When we were to brood bother, am I right? And then, oh, there was a floating skull, which kind of gave me a bit of a surprise, and I was like, oh, this place is haunted by the thing that we killed down here. But so on and so on. We just carried on going through the pipes, back up, yeah, through another sewers, and then we saw a chest on the map here, which I wasn't too sure where it could be. It wasn't below us, so I could only assume it was above us, which it was. And we get a pretty good enchantment, which is a legendary one, which is War's Glory. We throw that on, it makes our Chaos Eater all red and shit. We break this back down. This is in the crossroads. We've got a lot of angels wanting to kick our ass. We get bullied on the way out, but we flee, and then we teleport. over to the Scalding Gallows. The Scalding Gallows has nothing in it, but we want to go to one of the tunnels that go towards the Ashlands. Ruin gives us another difficult time here trying to leave this area, so we jump off invisibly, can I say. We whack this guy a bit just to throw dominance and authority around. There's a little puzzle here where we have to, of course, open this, put that in there. This is just us backtracking, but I did forget to do the first step of this bit, which isn't a big deal because we had the game come back anyway. But over here, there's a big guy over there. We have to kill another one of those big guys at this the start of this area. There was a portal here that I threw down because if you look at the minimap, there's a chest above me. So I put one here. Open the door again. It took me a second. I was like, what the fuck do I do now? Open the door and bada bing, bada boom. We've got another legendary enchantment. So that's all the legendary enchantments gotten. So if you wanted to find them, you now know where they are. I went a bit further into another tunnel coming off of the choking grounds and saw a little like tunnel on the map, and I was like, well, how the fuck do we get there? I assume we need the grip hook because I can't see anything else we can glide on. We go over here. We go up. I see a portal there, but I decided to get the champion artifact and loop back to place the portal down there. I missed this out of the video, but I put a portal somewhere else at the start of this little area. So this will fly us over and we get rewarded with another wrath shard. Look at that one. Like I said, won't be showing all them because it would be very tedious to watch, even though this is already quite tedious to watch. Back at the trial at the cathedral, we quickly whack the shit out of some blue crystals. Jump over here, get a blue chest, and I want to do a bit more exploring in this little cave area where we saw this fine gentleman here.
Captain, you made it.
Yes, so this is Wicked K, so we give him a whack. He will appear a few more times in this video, to my surprise. I didn't expect to bump into anyone, but he made a good friend and a nice, nice lonely journey, a bit less lonely. We killed him, made our way back, jumped through the Devil's Arsehole and arrived back at the choking grounds. So that's a nice little fast track way of getting there. I see that there's a chest on the map that's not anywhere and there's nowhere to go underneath or above it. I saw a lot of gravestones everywhere, so I was like, might as well give them a whack, see what happens. So I just go through and whack them all. Luckily you can have a ruin in this area because these wraiths would be a fucking bitch if you couldn't. So I just took my time, I had a nice ride, whacked some wraiths, and then started quite struggling because there was not a lot of gravestones left, so I thought, oh, these tiny rock things must be graves as well, which I guess isn't too much of an assumption. I got a bit pissed off, whacked the shit out of a wraith, and then whacked a shit out a bit more of this one as well, and then carried on just whacking gravestones that I could find. On my journey I found a little staircase with an artifact in it. I realised I could still have ruin in this area, so as a quick way out, because these guys would fuck me up, I jump on him, found another gravestone, and then I saw it this time, but the first time I was in that area I didn't see that other big gravestone. I think that was the last one we needed, but I saw that this had handles on it. I tried to grab it, got bullied, so we do what we do best and we ran away. We circled back, whacked the shit out of a few of them. I killed a few, but you'll see some keefs in a second. No, they're chucks out, they're not keefs. That's my B. You see some chucks in a second, so we make our way down to get this other artifact. And look who it is again, it's our old friend Wicked K. So we whack the shit out of him again. He does give us a bit of an hard time. But we set him on fire. I do get a few good parries against this guy. I want to use the harvester a bit to level it up for the, like the black throne, just so we have a bit more damage output on that bad boy. But as you can see, a lot of the attacks that we send his way just get blocked. But we parried that one, parried again, and we get the job done and we pick up the artifact. There's a lot of guys that want a piece of us, but I dealt with them. Went back, found this. I actually saw it this time, and to my surprise, it actually fucking worked. That was an absolute shot in the dark. I thought I was just wasting my time whacking all the gravestones. But we got a life shard from it. I want to show that one just because it was just fun how I got it. Back in this area, there's an artifact of a champion that we needed, and then we go to the Drowned Pass to pick up on some other shit that we missed the first time around. Once again, I didn't want to show them all, but there's another life shard, just so you know we're getting a few of them. We got another raft shard as well. We got another artifact also, and then we found a pipe that I'm pretty sure I went in the shadow realm before, but wanted to see if there's anything this time. And Wicked K were there, giving us some beef. We dealt with the extras, give that guy a cut and a half, and then we fight off against Wicked K himself for the third time. I do love this character, love the British accent, love the gentlemanness of him, and I love how he just, you know, he's a proper honourable fighter as well. Like he just wants to make friends, be quite gentlemanlike, I guess is the best thing to say. But he does take quite a beating this time around. We get some more powers on him, and we get some hell of a lot of shells for kicking his ass. So we make our way over to Anvil's Ford. So we're going back to the train station. I completely forgot that the Grievous area did not have a Fulgrim in it. So when I came here and I went to Anvil's Ford, I was like, oh fuck, I teleported to the wrong bloody place. But then I was like, actually no, I don't think there was. Look, I'm like, wait, where am I? So I just went this way, jumped this gap, which I didn't think I was going to make, but looking back it was quite a small gap to jump. I opened this door and saw myself in the last area. We've met the Lover of War's life, Uriel, and we give her a bit of a beating. Not our proudest moment, but yeah, we go through this door as well. I remember when I replayed this, I got a health shard here, so that's already been gotten, so don't think I've left that out. We see Wicked K again here. And not much you can say about Wicked K when you've fought him 3 times already. But this is the 4th time. I think the last in the game, I think he only appears these 4 times. So I get a lot of parries on him. But he keeps attacking too fast where I can't get the parry attack off. So there's not really any point. So I get whacked a few times here. He comes to me about a bit, makes me his bitch. But if you keep the damage up, of course we got War's Glory on the Chaos Eater, so we're doing quite a lot of damage. We give him a few more whacks. Another thing to just talk about whilst we kill Wicked K, I guess, is this the Darksiders just got announced as the Darksiders 4 yesterday, so that's really fun to see. I'm not liking the design of War too much. I think Chaos Eater is a bit small, but I'm not one to size shame. It may just be a bit cold in that very hot, fiery cave that he's in. But yeah, I'm excited. No release date, we can go out to wish list, but you can play as all 4 horsemen. And we got some souls, kill Wicked K, got a Wrath Shard, and then we make our way down to the train station. This area has a lot more blue crystals than I remember the first time, so that's interesting how that environmental change that you may not even notice has happened. It's like the Griever locked us in, but then we never find out who can generate this blue crystal stuff. So, and I don't think... Oh, he did have a blue crystal on its chest, so maybe it was the Griever doing that. But we're never going to know. And if it can generate it, it would have made more. But we go back, get some Absol armor. This is the last piece of armor we can actually get at the moment. The rest of them are after the point in time we are in the game now. We have a little bit of a swim, because you know your boy War likes to swim, and we find another champion's artifact. Make our way back to Village G, and make our way to the dry road. I started crapping shits here. I was touching clocks. I'm like, why is the screen vibrating? What's here? Like, I was well, not terrified, it's a video game, so we climb up here, was shitting it, but it's just a jailer. That's all it is. Like, my man does not deserve to shake the screen from a few miles away in another cave, on another part of the island, like, not another part of the world that's not even attached to this part where he's walking. If I was underneath him, I'd get it. But my man's not even that tough. I think he takes less, well, probably the same amount of damage, but we do more damage now. So we give him a whack. And of course, War being War, we have to punch this guy in the tits, punch that guy in the tits, and we have to punch this guy in the tits as well. And then I realised that this guy could get punched in the tits by this as well. So we give him a good show. It didn't last too long, but I don't know why he was here. I think we have to come back anyway to go to all the Shadow Realm anvils later on in the game, because I've seen a few of them about. So I don't know if this guy's going to be there a third or a second time, so we have to fight him a third time. We've got some awful toes, but we make our way through to the dry road exit again. I realised that I've already been here, so I'm like, fuck it. So I came upstairs, got a bit nervous because I lost the big guy. I was like, is he still down there? And then I shat my pants when I saw him behind me. Like, I honestly I didn't have my headphones in, I couldn't hear out, and he was just there, and I was like, shit, when did he get there? We've got one more enchantment to find. The other ones we get from Village G, we buy it from him, and it's such a simple one. I don't know how we didn't get this the first time. You can see the chest from down on the ground, so I don't know how I missed it, but this gives us Carnage, and then we make our way back to Village G to call it a day, and that's the backtracking done. Like I said, there's a few I missed out, and I think once I stopped recording I actually went back and got a few more, because believe it or not, I did this twice, because the first time I didn't record it all, and I wanted to record it all, so I trade in all the artifacts, get another Wrath Core, buy Bane, buy a Wrath Shard, and buy a Wrath Core, and then yeah, back to the Black Throne, where we're gonna carry on the game. So in Black Throne we give Asriel a nice look over. You know, we give him a good look up and down. He says the same shit. My man's still not learnt how to say please, but I decided to have a look at his little toesies, so I came over, give him a whack because he still didn't say thanks. Man's got no feet, so that's why he's always flying all the time. Because I was thinking that the other day, why didn't he just stand up? He can't stand up, he's got no feet. So we need to free him now because we're not ableist. So I will see you guys when we come back here to free Asriel and find out more about what exactly happened in the end was. We'll see you next time, fellas.